Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Project Gaia. Today we are in Disney's Animal Kingdom in Orlando, Florida. So Animal Kingdom is one of 4 Disney parks. Now this is the newest Disney park. It was built and opened in the late 90s in 1998. And this park is mainly focused on ecology and the environment and animals. So you're going to see a ton of cool animal stuff. So it has a very safari theme, and it's a great place to go when you're here in Disney World. Now what we're going to do in this video is we're going to go through all the different sections here at the Animal Kingdom, and I'm going to show you the best things to do and see while you're here in Disney's Animal Kingdom to, maximize your time and get the best out of your trip here. So without further ado, let's begin. Disney's Animal Kingdom allows you to step into an exotic fantasy world that blends fun and entertainment with the beauty of the natural world. Join me on a journey as we explore the best this Disney park has to offer. You first begin through a nature trail, and I recommend getting a map as soon as you arrive because this place is huge and you'll need it to understand where you're going. Now, one thing I recommend you do early on is Mickey's Outpost. So here you can meet Safari, Mickey, and Minnie. So if you have little kids, they'll really like it. And the lines do start to queue very large. So I would do this in the morning, especially if you have little kids who like Mickey and Minnie. Your kids are going to love meeting Mickey and Minnie in their unique safari attire. Just make sure to head here early as the lines can queue up pretty quickly. Snap a picture with the duo so you can always remember your time in the Animal Kingdom. Next, check out It's Tough to Be a Bug. The attraction is housed within the famous Tree of Life and has one of the most majestic lines in the park. This 4D movie experience is based on the Disney film A Bug's Life, and inside you shrink to the size of a bug and watch a 4D film where you crawl around the earth experiencing life as a bug. As a warning, a lot of younger kids don't like the 4D elements, but you can escape easily if that happens. Now, if you're a fan of the movie Avatar, you have to see the Pandora section of Animal Kingdom. Now, this is the newest section of Animal Kingdom, and it's just this cool kind of sci-fi Pandora world, like in the movie Avatar, right? So you really feel like you're in it. You walk through all the little paths, and it's just this amazing, magical, kind of weird world. It's definitely something to see while you're here in Disney's Animal Kingdom. Also, if you haven't seen the movie Avatar, it's still cool just to walk through, so definitely check this out. Welcome to the alien world of Pandora, where Disney creators have cleverly and creatively recreated the fantasy and beauty of the alien world from the hit movie Avatar. It is a beautiful recreation and effectively mixes nature with sci-fi. When you're here, you have to check out the Na'vi River Journey. This water ride takes you on a peaceful journey through the world of the Na'vi people, and it is a truly sensory experience. Okay, after you leave the Avatar section, the Pandora land, right, you want to head over to Africa. Now, Africa is pretty much the largest section of Animal Kingdom, and this is where most of the animal stuff is. So right now we're going to go and actually see the animals. There's lots of safaris, there's a lot of Lion King stuff, a lot of animal-specific stuff, and it's kind of built around an Africa theme. So you're going to get African-type restaurants, African-type stores. So this is one of the largest sections, and this is probably the most busy section of Animal Kingdom. So definitely check that out when you're here. Inside the Africa section, you must check out the Festival of the Lion King. If you never got to see the Broadway hit The Lion King, this is the next best thing. It is perfect for kids because it is only about 30 minutes long and is filled with color, acrobatics, audience interaction, and even fire and effects. It is truly beautiful how the actors and set designers capture the spirit and essence of the African savanna. Make sure you fully immerse yourself in the Africa section. Try some African food, buy some exotic souvenirs, and feel the connection to arguably the most magnificent continent on the planet, the cradle of humankind, and the home of the largest land animals on Earth. Now, one of the big attractions you have to see when you're here in Animal Kingdom is the Kilimanjaro Safari. So what this is basically is you go on a real safari, right? So you can't make it to Africa and you're just stuck in America. This is the next best thing, right? So you go on like a safari truck and you go through the wilderness and you get to see amazing wildlife. I mean, giraffes, gorillas, cheetahs, lions. I mean, really the whole gamut of the real savannah. So it really is something to see when you're here. Now, this is one of the most popular attractions here at Animal Kingdom. So if you have the Fast Pass, I would use it here because it can go up to like 60 minutes to 90 minutes. So definitely use that if you have the ability. All right, let's see. Hop aboard this amazing safari ride where you can get up close and personal with some of the most famous and interesting animals from the African savanna. Here you will drive slowly through their habitats and you're fully amazed by the awe-inspiring beauty of these magnificent creatures. I think what the Animal Kingdom does so well is it helps you truly appreciate nature, the animal world, and makes you feel connected to something universal. So the next thing you have to check out when you're here in the Animal Kingdom is the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Now what this is basically is a nature trail, so it's a hiking trail really. But what's so fascinating about it is you get to see tons of gorillas and other wildlife. It really focuses around African wildlife, and you have a lot of the African foliage as well. It's not for the faint of heart. It is a bit of a hike, but it's well worth it. Hike the Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail and encapsulate yourself in the beauty and natural splendor that is the African jungle. Here you are greeted by several different creatures as you make your way through the exotic trail. Make sure you see the gorillas. I am always fascinated by gorillas because they are so human-like and it almost feels weird that they are in a cage, different than a dog, cattle, or goats. They just feel so much closer to us, and it feels more personal and real. So after you get out of Africa, you head into Asia, right? So this part of Animal Kingdom focuses on Asian wildlife, Asian culture, and there's a lot of interesting rides and wildlife to see, and you can sample a lot of different Asian culture. Now, a lot of people when they think of Asia, they just think of East Asia, so China and Japan. But it also includes kind of a Middle East, Near East vibe as well. So definitely go through here, explore everything. We're gonna show you the best things to do in this section of Animal Kingdom. So let's head in. you have to check out the Kali River Rapids Expedition. As you walk through the line, you are greeted by interesting Tibetan sculpture that really builds you up for what you're about to encounter. This water raft ride launches you up a lift, where you then fall through a river canyon with an amazing Asian vibe. Sometimes you get kinda wet, and sometimes you get very wet, depending on where you sit and where the rapids decide to fall. Okay, now that I'm pleasantly cooled off after the water raft ride in December, the next thing you have to check out is the Maharaja Jungle Trek. Now that's where we are now. So it's basically another nature trail, similar to the gorilla one in the Africa section. But this one focuses on Asian animals. So you're gonna see like Komodo dragons, tigers, some other Asian monkeys. So it's definitely something to see when you're here. On the Maharaja Jungle Trek, you are first greeted by a bunch of hanging and sleeping bats. Make sure you look up and behind the trees to get the best views. After all, bats love the dark. Then you will be greeted by the beautiful Bengal tigers, whose habitat resembles an ancient ruined temple. The coats of these animals are truly stunning, and sadly poachers have noticed this as well. Next, you continue along the beautiful South Asian themed narrow trails through an amazingly lush and exotic jungle land filled with very cool ancient ruins. A must-do is Expedition Everest. This is a full-scale roller coaster, so don't attempt this if you have a weak stomach. You first travel through a mystical Tibetan theme, complete with all things Yeti, as you wait. You then hop on the roller coaster and travel through the Himalayas, trying to escape the monstrous and mythical Yeti. The next section of Animal Kingdom is Dinoland USA. This is the most kid and toddler friendly part of the park, filled with more traditional carnival type rides, tons of characters to meet, and a more kiddie vibe in general. But what your kids are truly going to love is the Dino Dig section. This is a huge jungle gym where kids can climb between dinosaur bones and climb up as high as their heart's desire. If your kids love dinosaurs, this place is truly going to be their heaven on earth. Plus, it makes them burn off a lot of energy, so they'll sleep well after a long day. Also, you and your kids can enjoy a dinosaur dig and see what you find together. So the next ride you have to check out when you're in Animal Kingdom in the dinosaur section is Dinosaur the Ride. Now this is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated Disney movies. It's I don't know if you remember, it's from like the late 90s, early 2000s, and it was about a dinosaur. He got lost from his family and ended up being raised by a bunch of lemurs in Africa. Anyways, you go in the ride and it's like animatronics and it's like real dinosaurs. It's very similar to the Jurassic Park ride in Universal Studios. So it's like this full dinosaur experience. So let's head in. Dinosaur the Ride brings you on a mission where you have to escape a dino hell where very lifelike dinosaur animatronics are trying to eat you. Very dark and very bumpy, but a good time nonetheless. I had a great time exploring Disney's Animal Kingdom with you. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos of interesting tours all over the world. Until next time, take care. Bye.